Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is not gossip. This is not propaganda. This is raw constitutional reality colliding with political recklessness. Today we discuss number 1, the constitutional command governing Pakistan's military leadership. Number 2, the administrative collapse of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Number 3, the engineered politics of chaos and street destabilization. Number 4, the reckless foreign-facing statements that poison Pakistan's image.
They do that, it will have, I think the country will be in chaos.
This is Fariha Farrukh and you're watching 360 Digital English. So the first segment, Army Chief tenure. Constitution, not controversy. Well, let's destroy the first lie. The tenure of the Army Chief is not hanging in the air. It is constitutionally sealed. Under the 26th Constitutional Amendment, the extension till 2027 is already locked. No notification drama, no legal confusion. And under the 27th Amendment, the offices of the Chief of Defence Forces and Army Chief will run in parallel till 2030. Well, this is not a personal favour, this is not political patronage, this is constitutional continuity for national security. So those screaming about illegal extensions, they're either ignorant or deliberately misleading the public. Pakistan's Defence Command is operating strictly within the constitutional framework, period. The second segment, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the security versus administrative failure. Now to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Terrorism, it's rising. Border pressures, intensifying. Administrative paralysis is obvious. And now the federal government is openly considering governor's rule. Let's be very clear. Governor Raj, governor rule is not a political revenge. It is a constitutional emergency mechanism when governance collapses. Barrister Akil Malik has confirmed what the public already knows. The province is not delivering relief, not stability, not control. Well, this has happened before. Punjab faced it too. This is not unprecedented. It is a last resort when a system fails. The real question is not whether Governor Raj is justified. The real question is, why was the province allowed to decay this far under political incompetence? The third segment, NFC Award and political victim narrative. Well, now the NFC Award drama. Chief Minister Sohail Afridi claims billions are being withheld. He claims political targeting. He claims injustice. But let's separate finance from fiction. The NFC Award is not allocated by press conferences. It is governed by interprovincial finance rules, census data, federal revenue distribution. Well, every province is under economic pressure, but only one province has turned fiscal stress into a daily political victim card. You don't strengthen a province by crying conspiracy. You strengthen it by governance, revenue generation, and law enforcement. And you're doing none. And seminars in universities will not fix a broken administrative chain. The fourth segment, Tehreek-e-Intishar, the politics of permanent agitation. Now let's talk about the so-called march from Islamabad High Court to Adiala. For years, the same script: march, sit-in, block roads, attack institutions, abuse judges, target the army, paralyze the cities, and then cry victimhood. The objectives are crystal clear: to weaken the state, to damage Pakistan's global image, to create perpetual instability, to replace the constitution with personality worship. This is not resistance politics. This is anarchy branding. Pakistan does not need permanent street turbulence. Pakistan needs constitutional discipline. The fifth segment, Alima Khan and Noreen Niazi, the foreign echo chamber. Now we expose the most dangerous front. Statements given to foreign media against Pakistan's own armed forces. What a shame. Alima Khan and Noreen Niazi chose foreign platforms to aid allegations that directly fuel anti-Pakistan narratives. Let this be absolutely clear. Criticism within Pakistan is a democratic right. But exporting selective narratives to hostile international audience is not dissent. It is strategic self-sabotage. The world does not consume these statements as internal debate. It consumes them as evidence against Pakistan's institutions. No country allows its internal political rivalries to be weaponized by external forces. Not the US, not China, not Russia, but in Pakistan. Some believe that international embarrassment is a political strategy. Well, it is not. Yes, it definitely weakens Pakistan diplomatically. It emboldens hostile propaganda and it damages national coherence. The armed forces of Pakistan stand on sacrifice and not talk shows. On martyrdom, not interviews. On defense of borders, not foreign applause. Disagreements must stay inside the constitutional system, not on international microphones. That's cheap. So as Alima Khan and Noreen Niazi chose to take Pakistan's internal matters to the very Indian media ecosystem that has spent decades celebrating Pakistan's bloodshed, distortions and isolation. And by doing so, they did not speak truth. They easily hand-delivered propaganda to an enemy we confronted on the battlefield a few months ago. Well, this was not activism. This was national betrayal on a microphone, dressing personal grievances as moral cause, while knowingly feeding hostile narrative against Pakistan's institutions and people. One does not cry oppression in front of an adversary without understanding how it will be weaponized. This was not naive. This was strategic recklessness. History does not remember who shouted loudest on foreign channels. It remembers who stood with their nation when it was under pressure. And on that test, both of them chose spectacle over responsibility, ego over country, and disruption over dignity. Shameless. And now the conclusion. Well, Pakistan today stands at a crossroads. Constitution versus chaos, stability versus street obsession, state continuity versus permanent agitation. The army's leadership is constitutionally locked. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's crisis is administrative, not emotional, and the politics of disorder is being deliberately repackaged as movement. But nations are not run on hashtags, they are run on law, institutions, and discipline. This is your very own Fariha Farrukh, and you're watching 360 Digital English. Take care. Allah Hafiz.